What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Finally, I've been slacking quite a bit, but today we are working on this girl because we're having a little bit of a change up. For no reason really, just the fact that I want to. But yeah, I'll show you. So at the moment, she is standard old drive-by cable, which I do like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it. I am currently using a bicycle cable, so there is the possibility of it snapping and stuff, but I'm sure it won't. Maybe, I don't know. But we are upgrading to drive-by-wire. The only thing is with these, you can get like crazy anti-lag, crazy two-step, much better idle. There's a lot more tunability with one of these, and I'm mainly doing it for the anti-lag and the flames. Like that's the main reason why everyone does drive-by-wire. So this is a Bosch throttle body. That's the part number there, if it focuses. I think it's off like 911 Porsche or something like that. And then we got this adapter plate to go from my manifold to that. And this is from Superformer, which is JDM Garage. I've pre-made a wiring harness for it. I will explain to you guys what pins you need to use and stuff, but I made this the other night at home, so that it's just plug and play. And we're going to be using E46 throttle pedal as well. So we got the throttle body on there. There's obviously all different ways you can mount it. I think that way looks the best. A lot of people have this on the top, where the way the plate's designed, I think it is actually designed for this bit to be on the top, but I just think it looks a bit ugly having that on the top. So there it's at least like hidden a bit. Assume it still works upside down or whatever, but she should be all right. Now I just need to, because before I had this pipe, got my IAT in there, that went from the intercooler up to the throttle body. So I'm going to take that top coupler off and try and make something to go up to there. So I'll get back to you. Alright, so I got this pipe. I used to have like couplers and stuff, but I've got it welded up, got the IAT there. And then that just slots up into there, so I'm going to get that fitted now, and it all lines up pretty good. Put a little tacks on the end just to stop the pipe coming off, same down there. Yeah, lovely. Alright, she is all on there now, all piped up. The only thing is this sensor ended up being right there, which is a bit not great, but should be alright. Yes, I need to get rid of these and get black ones, but that's on the back of the list, but at some point I'll do that. But yeah, now I just need to plug in some wires. Right, so while I was at it, I thought, I've got this pipe, and I used to have a coupler there, so I've deleted that, put a pie in there. So minimum couplers as possible, basically, because less chance of them popping off. Also, I changed this pipe thingy, because I used to have a Jubilee on there and it was not tight, it just wouldn't tight, so I put one of them big ones on there, so it will stop it from popping off. But that's it, a boost reference in there. Now I just need to basically plug the wiring harness in. Once I've got the wiring harness all in, I'll explain to you guys what pins you have to wire up and stuff, and I'll put some diagrams on the screen and that, but I won't film plugging it in because it's literally just running wires through the holes and plugging it in. But right, so as for the wiring, what has to go, so two of these are from the pedal, and plus you need a ground and a 5-volt line from the pedal and from the throttle body. They both run off 5-volt. So basically what I did, I just joined them further down the line, so you just have one of each up here. As far as all of these go, I will put a screenshot of how I've wired it up on the screen now. Obviously that is for E46 pedal to and that particular Bosch drive-by-wire, so depending on what pedal you're using and throttle body, that will be different, but they'll be going to the same pinouts on the ECU. I'm using EMU black, so again, if you've got a different ECU, it might be slightly different. But yeah, now I just need to crimp all of these to be able to plug into there. And with the ground and the 5 volt, what I do, I know it's not very pretty, but I just join them in here. This is for the Bluetooth module I've got and data logger, which I've already tapped into, but I'm just gonna tap into it again. It'll do the job, because you can run multiple 5 volts off of the same port. It's not an issue. I don't know how many you can, but I've only got 2 at the moment, so one more is not going to be a big deal. But yeah, let's get all them crimped up and plugged in. Yeah, as you can see, the E46 pedal mount just literally clips in and bolts into the factory 36 stuff, which is banging. Excuse the mess, it's a bit dirty now. Yeah. And I've got the wires here ready. I've left the plug at home, so I'll continue that tomorrow, and then it's all good. Alright, so this is the clip that goes into the E46 pedal. When you buy the pedal, you can normally get this part with it. Sometimes they don't, or sometimes they do. You can just buy a Bosch plug and pin it yourself, but just easier to get a flying lead or piggyback or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you can call it. Pigtail, that's it. I will put a diagram up on the screen now, because obviously here there is 6 wires, but I only have 4, because 2 of these are grounds and 2 of them are 5 volt power, so you can link them together and just put them to them. And then you've got 1 that goes to TPS and 1 that just goes to an analog. So yeah, if you follow on these connectors, I don't know if you can see that, but like it actually says pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you look at the chart I just put on the screen, you'll be able to see what ones you need to use for what, basically. So I'm gonna get this wired in, and then that's it. It should be all good. I'll show you how to set it up on the ECU. So on your software, you want to go over to drive-by-wire. Again, obviously it's different depending on what ECU you're using, and then set up your inputs, your analogs. This is how I've set it up. On the table I showed you previous in the video, I said to wire in analog 3, but on mine I wired in it as analog 6, but that's purely because the pin was, the bit where you go into the ECU connector is broken on 3, so I've put it into 6. It don't matter what analogs you use, but as long as you put them correctly in here. And then the second one is there. I'll use input analog 5, and does its little calibration, starts doing all sorts of weird stuff, but then it'll calibrate itself. Alright, so got it all working. I haven't set up all the idle and everything. It is actually turned on, but it's not set up, so it's idling a bit weird, but